In this video, we're back in the great state of Texas for a foodie adventure in Austin, Texas. Hey everybody, Troy and Andrea here, and we are deep in the heart of Texas in downtown Austin in front of the Texas State Capitol. So as promised in our last video, we are adding a foodie adventure playlist here to our channel. And here in Austin, there are tons of things to see and do, but especially lots of great places to eat. And we lived in the area for about 2 years, and we had all kinds of places that we love to go to. We picked a few of those favorites to go back and visit and see if they are as good as we remember.
Now there's no way we can get to all the places that we want to eat because there's so many to eat here. So tell us what your favorite restaurants are, your favorite places to eat in Austin, or your favorite type of food to eat here in Austin in the comments below. We would love to hear your comments. So now Andrea and I are at one of our favorite places in all of Texas. We are at the Salt Lick BBQ restaurant. Behind us here, you see the original restaurant that's been here for many, many years. They've since expanded to now they have what was once the overflow has now become the main restaurant.
You may have heard of the Salt Lick before if you watch the Food Network in some of the favorite places of the Food Network stars and the chefs. This has been named several times by many of them. And we lived not too far from here for a couple of years, and this was one of our favorite spots. Every time we come to visit, it's always on the list.
Excited?
I'm very excited. Okay, so what I ordered today is the combination brisket and sausage. And then my brisket, I actually got a combination of the sliced marbled meat and also burnt ends. Burnt ends are amazing. And then I also get, this is a special treat, the sausage, because it's all natural. They make it right here. There's no preservatives in it, so it's one of the few places in the country I can eat some sausage. So it is amazing. The flavor, I don't even know how to describe it. It's amazing. It's its own flavor. And it comes with wonderful sides, potato salad, coleslaw, beans. So gotta try the Salt Lick.
Another thing that makes this great barbecue is whenever you get the potato salad and the coleslaw with it, it's got a really unique flavor. They're guessing that it probably has fennel in it or something that makes it have that flavor. But also, you can't eat Texas barbecue without onion and pickles, and so that's why we're having it this way too. And then the next thing we're gonna have is blackberry cobbler.
Troy, I know you love this blackberry pie here at Salt Lick. What makes it different than any other blackberry pie you've had?
Well, I think what makes it the most different is I like this, whatever this pie filling is that they use. It's very absorbent, kind of absorbs up in it, and it's just so delicious. And the blackberries,
topping, like the cakey topping.
Yeah, the cake topping. It just absorbs it all, kind of brings it all up in it. It's just delicious, that's why.
Well, let me tell you about this pie. This pecan pie, it's very like custardy, and it's just got like this sweet vanilla flavor to it in the custard. And of course, you got the pecans on the top, but it's just very different. It's almost, I can't even describe it. When you smell it, it has an indescribable smell. It's delicious, almost like a creme brulee custard, kind of a pecan pie vanilla thing going on. It's awesome. A trip to Texas is not complete without a stop for some fried catfish. And one of our places is over here in South Austin at the Cherry Creek Catfish Company. We try not to eat a lot of fried food, but we do make an exception for Cherry Creek when we're in Austin. That was really good. I got the grilled instead of the fried. I was feeling a little guilty about some of the other things, so I went grilled, and I'm not disappointed. It is so good.
All right, so I got the fried catfish along with mashed potatoes, and it comes with the beans and the coleslaw. And this is just your classic catfish dish that we have here, and it's so good. We remember this when we lived here before. There we go.
Is it as good as you remember?
Very good. The breading on this is perfect. It's got a nice thin breading on it. It's very well cooked. This is great. So we're going to do the review from the car, and if you're wondering why, it's because the lighting in there was so low that only the GoPro would work. And we tried using our new camera, but it was just too dark, and so we didn't really want to pull the camera out there, and it's getting dark outside, so that's why we're in the car using the GoPro. But this was a great trip back to one of our favorite places.
It was really good. I ordered the grilled catfish this time, first time ever, and it was so good. I don't think I'll ever order it fried again. It was really delicious. The portion is just enormous. So maybe we could share it next time. It was good.
And I ordered the fried catfish, as you saw, and the breading is just so good. It's real thin, but it sticks to the fish so well. It has a great flavor. You don't even really need any sauce on it. It was so good. That's why we like coming here.
Yep. The other thing is that's a little bit different this time is I realized when I was eating my fried green tomatoes, we usually come here with a lot of friends and everybody orders different appetizers. One of the things I didn't order were the fried mushrooms, and those are really, really good. But that's something when you come with a group, they've got all kinds of great fried appetizers or side dishes, and you can share those, all kinds of nice stuff like mushrooms and the tomatoes and all kinds of different things. So come with a group of friends. So the best way for me to top off a visit to the Cherry Creek Catfish Company is with a slice of cherry pie from the Texas Pie Company down in Kyle, Texas. That's some good pie. So when Troy was in school in Austin, we actually lived a little further south in the town called Kyle. And it was just a quaint little town, very small. And one of the landmarks of the area is the Texas Pie Company. And you can't miss it. It's got a huge slice of pie coming out of the building. And they're known for all kinds of pies. They also have a little cafe. Right now it's not open because of COVID. But the pies, they serve the pies for pickup all day long, and they're delicious. So we are here at Chewie's in downtown Austin, the original location. And this is my favorite Mexican restaurant. There are a lot of great restaurants, and even the other Chewie's over on William Cannon, it's good too. Not as good as this one. This is the original. It is loaded with Elvis memorabilia. It is so cool. You just can't beat the ambiance and the atmosphere, and the food is just awesome. Even though the menu's a little shorter because of COVID, still is an awesome menu. One of the things I love about Chewies are the chips. They're thin, crispy, and delicious. Okay, so we just finished eating our meal at Chewie's, and it was awesome. We really enjoyed it, and but there were a few changes. First of all, because of COVID, the menu is a lot shorter. We still, it has all the, the most popular things, tacos and chimichangas and enchiladas and all that. So we were able to get what we wanted. I just wanted some tacos, and Troy loves enchiladas, so he got that. They were really good. One of the big changes, one of the things that's so unique and quaint about the Chewie's downtown original location is that they used to have a pink Cadillac, and the back of it, the trunk was open, and that was the chips and salsa bar. So it was self-serve. Of course, during COVID, you can't do any self-serve, so that's been removed. In fact, the Cadillac is completely gone now. Not sure that it'll ever even come back, but those are some good memories, but Chewie's was still awesome.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed this little trip to Austin for our first foodie adventure.
But now that we're back home, we realized that we were so excited to be back in Austin that everything we did was awesome and amazing. So we just want to take a minute to do a recap of our adventure and give a more accurate review. So our first stop was the Salt Lick, just south of Austin in Driftwood, Texas. Now the Salt Lick has some amazing brisket, but the great thing about the area in Austin is there are a lot of places you can get awesome brisket.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, let me tell you about my buddy Cody. When we got in on Thursday night, he smoked a brisket in his own smoker, and it was on par with a lot of the restaurants and barbecue places in the area. It was so tasty that you didn't even need any sauce or anything. So listen, there ain't no shame in Cody's game. Good job, buddy.
For me, at the Salt Lick, it's all about the sausage. I love me some good sausage, and this is #1. It's the best. I love it. Our next stop was the Cherry Creek Catfish Company. Now it's good, but I'm looking forward to checking out some of the other catfish places that we've been told about in the area. And finally, there's Chewie's.
Let's talk about Chewie's for a second.
Okay, so Chewie's has changed a little bit since we've been there last. First of all, things are just different because of COVID anyway, but also they've gone national. And it's really just not the same anymore. It was still good, we still enjoyed our food, but there are a lot of Tex-Mex places in Austin, Texas, and we look forward to checking them out when we go back.
Yeah, like we said, we want to go back and look at some of the places and go try out some of the places to see if they were as good as we remember. And some of them were, and some of them weren't. But either way, it was a great adventure. We're so glad that you joined us. Hey, let us know what your favorite restaurants are in Austin and the surrounding area. What kind of food do you like? Let us know in the comments below. And if you'd be so kind as to click that like button and maybe subscribe to our channel, we'd greatly appreciate that as well. Hey, thanks for joining Andrea and myself on another one of our little adventures.